Alright, hello camera, welcome back to the channel. This of course is another anime reaction video. Today we're going to be reacting to Haikyuu Season 3, Episode 1, maybe 2. I don't know if I'm actually going to get around to doing that and putting them into the same video, if I'm just going to do them separately, because while not getting into it, I've been having some trouble with making the Gintama Episodes 3 and 4 reaction video. I'm not going to get into huge details, because it's like boring stuff you probably wouldn't care about. But for today, we're gonna be reacting to the first 2 episodes of season 3 of Haikyuu. And if you just found this channel based off this reaction, and you don't know, I've already seen the first 2 seasons on my own time. I started watching them last year, so we're just gonna be going into season 3. And I do apologize if you were hoping to see reactions to season 1 and 2, but I just can't provide that for you right now. So what's different from this season is that it's going to be only 10 episodes as opposed to the season 1 and 2, which were both at least 24-25 episodes each. And specifically the subtitle for the third season is Karasuno High School versus Shiratorizawa. So I don't know if that is to say the entire 10 episodes is dedicated to the one single volleyball match. I doubt it would get a little bit boring throughout the mid part if it was. So I assume at least at the beginning there are going to be like a few episodes dedicated to training, and then maybe like an episode or 2 at the end dedicated to like the aftermath, or like an episode and a half basically. And that would mean that there's like a good chunk of episodes in the middle that are dedicated to the actual match and like maybe watching other matches or something. Also, with that all being said, there is something I do have to disappoint anyone who was hoping for a blind reaction to the opening for this season. I've already seen it, I'm sorry. This Haikyuu is kind of another season that went up in my priority rankings of what I want to watch based on the openings. That's happened multiple times before in my anime watching career, so I'm mostly just going to be jamming along to the song, and maybe if the version of the show that I'm watching has subtitles for the music, I'll read the lyrics. I think that I've said everything I want to see. I'm so excited to see a lot of more hype moments, a lot of more action moments. I do kind of have a prediction for the ending of the season. I can only imagine it'll go the way of Karasuno eventually winning against them, because it can't be like season 1 where it would make sense for them to lose then, for character growth and whatever. I think it's going to be a lot of character growth and like progression of their skills at the beginning, like season 2 was with the training arc, and then they have a struggle and then come out on top. And then I guess that's why the subtitle for season 4, To the Top, makes sense, because they're going to nationals basically, and that's what that season's dedicated to. So I'm excited to keep watching Haikyuu. Let's just get into it. I spent enough time talking. Uncut picture-in-picture version of this reaction will be in the description below, and after you're done watching that, you can come back and watch the discussion. I wonder if they're gonna start this first episode with Hinata's spiel about a tall wall looming in front of him. Alright, we're gonna start the reaction in 3, 2, 1, play. I feel like we've seen this shot before. Oh, I gotta adjust this. This is the first widescreen anime reaction I've ever made. There's Hinata. What a guy. There it is. Massive wall. I can't wait to see Ushijima? Japan? I can't wait to see him in an actual game, because we've only seen little glimpses of him throughout the series so far. This... Yeah. The 6 who are strong are stronger. This is going to be intense. I know it's going to be intense, to say the least. It hasn't even been that long since I've watched season 2, but I'm already like... I missed it, I missed it. It's great to be watching the boys again. Shoyo Hinata, Tobio Kageyama. Is this isn't something we've seen in other seasons, like this specific scene before, right? I don't know why, but I feel like I have. OP? I love the song. Light a fire in every cell of your body. I'm just gonna be reading lyrics then. And jamming the hell out. All right. Tsukishima. Wait, yeah, Tsukishima, Tanaka, Asahi. All right, I didn't even get to read all of them. Hikari are, yeah. I'm sorry, I had to. Hikari are. It's such a good song. I'm sorry, that was probably omega cringe. But, goddamn. Asahi, Tanaka, Nishinoya, Tsukishima. I'm pretty sure that was Kageyama. And then we also got Daichi and Sugawara, the mom and dad of the group. Of course, everyone calls them that. It's not even new. And yeah, Yamaguchi. Can't forget Yamaguchi. I hope he gets more time to shine in this season. Because a little bit of the time he got to shine in season 2 were pretty great moments. The shot with the lightning. I kind of hope Inoshita gets more screen time in this, because Inoshita was pretty cool in season 2 at the during the matches then. Episode 1 is called Greetings, by the way. I just saw it. Oh, and he still got the bruise on his cheek. I wonder if there's gonna be anything like that in this one. Any more potential injuries? Oh, there wasn't much of it, but there was in season 1 little bits of hints of their whole dynamic together, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink. And I think there might have been a little bit more as well in season 2. Yeah. Like most shonen things, romance is just a tiny little fraction of the whole series, so it doesn't really matter who ends up with who at the end, but it is fun every once in a while, you know? Some wholesome moments. Tanaka being scared in my Haikyuu anime? Nah. Oh. I mean, you will get... Oh, their faces. You will get some pretty good, publicity if you actually manage to pull the win out against Shiratorizawa. Stop. That's the real goal, though. Ah, like that scene from season 1. If you noticed the cut, I got interrupted for a sec. Hopefully I can still sync it up. I was planning on doing timer-based reactions for the YouTube version this time, so that they would be easier to edit. Yo! Hopefully I'll sync it up better, but if I don't, you'll notice. But these are the junior high friends. Man, we haven't seen these guys for a while. They weren't even at the prelims in season 2. Man, will they actually show up more after this? I somehow highly doubt it. Things have changed. You gotta be in contact more often, dudes. Well, I guess whenever this story takes place, they didn't have, social medias or Discord or anything like that. Oh. He's got a lot of friends now, a lot of great friends. They're like a second family now. Speaking of which, damn, I do hope we kind of see more of Hinata's family. Oh, totally. They're all idiots, but they're passionate. They've got fire ambition when it comes to this game, and they work well together, combining their individual strengths to make a stronger team. Can you tell I've been practicing my anime protagonist speeches? Oh. Oh, it's Billy Banks Jr. Oh, don't you worry. Because they're going to win finals. Oh, I gotta adjust the camera again, maybe. I'm really bad at this, I'm sorry. Interesting. Oh. This is the first time we've ever heard of him. Yeah, prove them all wrong. By winning and going to nationals. And then winning there. And becoming the winning gold at the Olympics. I don't know. If that's where the series went, I'd be so down. Oh. Oh. I never ever had my heart beat like this. Just looking at an empty court in an empty, room for. Oh. Oh, is it those two adults that helped the alumni? Oh, and they got even more people? Finally, Karasuno has like a group of cheerers in the stands. Because even in season 2, it was just like those two guys, some random kids, and Yachi. Oh, is that some of the other high school students at Karasuno? That's awesome. Oh, the VP? He's changed his mind about the volleyball club now? Yeah, I don't take that guy seriously. No. So unenthusiastic. Come on, someone's got to hype him up properly. Ugh. Wonder if it's ever gonna be exposed to like everyone else that he's got a toupee. Yeah, no. Every time. Kageyama seems fine. Wait a minute. That's just the way Karasuno rolls, guys. You gotta get used to it. Yes. Wait till you see them actually play, I swear. Huh? Oh, Psycho. Oh! That's Tsukishima's brother. It's his older brother. Why did you come in disguise? Oh. Immediately sensed his presence. Did he actually say that in season 2? I can't recall if he actually told his brother not to show up. Oh, they do have cheerleaders. That's what Tanaka was mentioning. Jesus. They got a whole orchestra back there. And they got so many more people too. Yeah. That's why you gotta step up your game, Karasuno. That's like a perfect metaphor for like the two teams. The top team has the most expensive setup, the most people, while we're the scrappy underdogs as Karasuno. Both on the court and off the court. It's very telling. So you just gotta scream your hearts out no matter how many less people you have, you know? Oh, fashionably late. Oh, the spiritual pressure. Oh, we're gonna face each other down before getting onto the court, ready to play. Oh, so many people I haven't seen before. Just the guy in the middle I've seen before. I might have seen the guy with red hair on one of the covers of the manga before. I've only read the first 2 volumes, but I've looked at some of the later volume covers. I've definitely seen the red-haired guy before. I wonder if we're gonna get any new, you know, commercial card things from the Shiratorizawa team. Because I know we got some from Fukurodani and Upugawa and other schools like that. I might be crazy, but one of the guys in there, I'll have to go back later, looked like the guy who was like the conductor of sorts for Shiratorizawa's cheering group. Oh, I was gonna say. But doesn't it also feel good to be shot down by Kyoko, right, Tanaka and Nishinoya? Oh. I like that despite not being on the court, uh, Yachi and Kyoko still play like a fundamental role in this whole operation here, whether it be morale or intel. They also serve the purpose of like a commentating on the match alongside Coach Ukai, and Yachi for a while was like the surrogate. This the it is Ushijima. This self-insert type thing for the audience who probably don't know much about actual volleyball. Good God, that's intensely powerful. Kind of like how Asahi plays, but even stronger, I bet. Yeah. But their defense has to be like airtight as well. Because if the other team manages to like turn the momentum around even a little bit, they'd need defense to get it back and, set Ushijima back up. Wakatoshi. So I was wrong. There is no training at the beginning of this. It's just straight into the match. How much of the season is going to be the match? Is it actually just going to be 10 episodes of one volleyball match? Benkei. What does that even mean? Oh, Leon. Yo. How do you know? What is with this guy's face? His mouth. That one guy, the red-haired guy. Oh. I don't think it'll ever get old seeing people underestimate Karasuno and then watching their reaction when they smash it into the court. Yeah. Oh, he's practicing his closer to the net spike thing. I don't know exactly what it's called. Yeah, that. Now you know why. Yeah. Let's see it. It's Tsutomu. He does have an interesting haircut. Oh, Taichi instead of Daichi. Oh, a first year starter. Got that same sort of passion to be the ace like Hinata does. Wakatoshi Ushijima. I assume that's what his full name is. I might be getting that like entirely wrong. He is like similar to Hinata. I feel like there's one of those in like a lot of like the main teams they go up against, that Karasuno goes up against. There's one that's somewhat similar to Hinata. Homework memorizing your opponents. I don't think I could ever do that. There's so much like tension I'm feeling because when we're about to start this fight. Oh god, I just looked into myself in the camera. I gotta stop doing that. Ugh. Why am I holding breath just listening to this announcement? Oh. Never thought you'd hear those words spoken out loud, did you, Hinata, when you started playing volleyball? Believe it or not, the two captains shaking hands. We're moving on up in the world. Oh. Let's go. I like that they're keeping in the detail of his bruise. Azumane Asahi. He's drawing the character for, I think, what is it, person on his hand and then swallowing it. Yeah, Big Sis is cheering you on too. Oh, look at that. That sort of wiggly smile. He's excited but kind of nervous at the same time. Ooh, and fierce determination on Hinata's face. You know, Tsukishima keeping up that face of not really caring, but you know, deep down in his eyes you can see the fiery passion in his eyes to better himself and beat Hinata. Ooh. Learning all the new names for Shiratorizawa is going to be hard. Ushijima Wakatoshi is going to be easy. Leon. I'll just try to learn one of their names for now. Satori or Tendo. I think I might have to give up on that endeavor. Kenjiro. Yeah, all I can remember right now is Leon. I might remember Taichi because, you know, Daichi. Forgot to move my phone out of the way again. Excuse me. Yeah, I feel that, Saiko Ne-san. I believe. I'm a believer, so to speak. A best of 5. Oh, there's going to be 5 sets this time? Okay. Okay. So what they're setting up is how this one match can possibly be 10 episodes, or probably realistically maybe 7 or 8 episodes, and then set up for the next season, maybe. I don't know. Oh. considering how Ushijima is like their biggest advantage over us right now, it would be beneficial to cover him at all times. It's time to show him up. Even though Tsushima just seems like a pretty nice guy overall, honestly. If a bit intimidating. Ugh. It's actually happening. It's finally starting. Oh, I just noticed. Ushijima is left-handed. I don't know if we saw that earlier, and I don't know if he's the only one, but he's actually left-handed, which is interesting. Service ace on the first serve of the game. Not service ace. What am I saying? I'm stupid. I don't know why I said that. First point. There's barely any rallying. Daichi served it, and they immediately set up Ushijima. And Nishinoya couldn't cover it. That's the end! That was not 20 minutes. This ending. Just a bunch of different teams. Nateko. Oh, man. Not really much happened in terms of action this episode, but it's definitely like getting my hype levels up, ready to see the rest of the season. Man, I like the art style of this, by the way. This song's real good too. I don't actually remember. I never really listened to the EDs for the first and second season. I'll have to go back and check them out. But damn, this is good. Kenma would probably be me if I were ever on a sports team. A team-based one at that. The VP with his toupee. Yo, who sings this ED? This is really good. Ah, nice. Is that all? Yeah, it looks like there might just be a preview. So definitely a great episode. I'm really excited to see where this goes next. Although it looks like this won't be like a season of with periods of reflection on characters, like season 2 especially, because that's what's freshest in my mind. Even with there was a specific training arc to help build the characters up more, but even during matches against, man, I can't remember what their names are. Jozenji, I think, was one of them. They developed the enemy team somewhat, and we Karasuno learned more technical things. We grew as players while we learned about them as people, and I can only imagine that's what all we're going to be doing here. I think there was occasionally stuff where we learned more and grew as people rather than as players in the form of Yamaguchi and Enoshita during season 2, and I could be proven wrong, because it could be entirely the opposite of what I'm saying right now, and I do hope so, because seeing our guys grow at the same time as learning more about this big ominous threat that we barely know anything about, that is Shiratorizawa and Ushijima, that would be perfect. Season 2 was already amazing in my opinion. It had basically everything I could ever want out of a season from Haikyuu. So I can only hope it improves and builds upon that even further. I don't take mal ratings seriously, because people be human beings. It just happens. But I think this was rated higher than season 2, which has put my expectations a bit high. I don't know if I should be, watching myself and waiting to come to that conclusion myself, but I'm I don't know how many times I gotta say it, but I'm very excited to see where this goes next. And I wonder how much more great animation we're gonna see throughout this season, because It was pretty standard throughout because there wasn't any insane action going on. This was mostly just setting up this start or this like build up of everything that we've been working towards so far in the past 2 seasons, and that is this match against Shiratorizawa. So this has just been building that up and getting you prepared for what's to come in this one specific match. So with that in mind, the animation's pretty normal, except for this one shot. Yeah, here it is. This one bit with Ushijima. That one shot before he hit the ball, which is really cool looking. And the colors of it kind of, the way like they kind of slightly shifted the colors is kind of reminiscent to how they did it in the OP when they showed Ushijima spiking something. And how interesting that he went like slightly to the side of the block that we had instead of just busting straight through it. Obviously Nishinoya couldn't receive it, so it went out of the court, out of bounds, but from what he's been built up so far, I figured he would just blow straight through their defense, straight like through their arms. Maybe he didn't want to risk it because he knows that Karasuno is good now. They're better than they might have been before. I don't actually know. They're like as good or better than what they were before. But there was something else that I wanted to mention, but I said I'd mention it later. But now I've totally forgotten. Maybe I should break out like a pen and paper so I can write down what I'm thinking about. But not related to what I was saying before where I said I forgot something. The reason why he went around the block instead of straight through it is because he knows that Karasuno is really good now. Generally, Ushijima, despite being intimidating, has been shown to me like a really kind and, knowledgeable and understanding person. He, like when he met up with Hinata, he wasn't like disrespectful or mean or in any way. He was just kind of being like straight up while just like, being intimidating at the same time. So I'm really, because he reminds me of Aone, I believe his name is, from Date Tech, who is a silent, intimidating guy who's a part of that, that Iron Wall situation. But when he saw like how Karasuno grew, and he saw like the ambition and like the actual talent that Hinata has honed over, however long they've been training, he came to have a respect for him. And there was one scene from season 2 where like Aoba Josai and Shiratorizawa were like standing in a hall, like confronting each other, giving each other menacing looks, and Hinata was just kind of cowering in the corner. And Aone showed up out of nowhere, and he didn't really say anything. He just kind of stood there, and then like everyone decided to disperse. And after they dispersed, he just had like a little, a little friendly bow towards Hinata as a sign of respect. So I imagine that's kind of what's gonna happen with Ushijima's character. I don't think there's never been like a straight up villain in this series, because I don't think that's like counterintuitive to how Haikyuu as a series works. Like, I read a comment somewhere that is absolutely true. One great thing about Haikyuu is you love every single team because they're like, characterized to be likable, and as matches go on, you usually learn more about those people and like what motivates them, and you see them change, and some of it comes from like interacting with the people at Karasuno that we come to love and support so much. But the downside of loving every single team is that it makes it impossible, and it makes it hard to watch like every single match, because it was like hype as fuck to see Hinata, or to see Karasuno beat Aoba Josai in their match in the prelims. But it was so heartbreaking at the same time because I felt so bad for Oikawa, despite, having all of that hard work to go past Tobio's natural talent, he still ended up losing in the end. It did hurt, but that's also part of the reason why I love this show so much. It's not the same as like Shades of Grey in a series like Berserk, for example, where there's no clear good or bad guy, because this is a more simple shonen show. But it's still something that's in this series that I just really appreciate and I really love. And I think that's pretty much all I have to say about this first episode. Now it's time to get into episode 2. Alright, gonna start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. Alright, just a short recap of what was happening last episode. Oh, I just put 2 and 2 together. His name is Ushijima Wakatoshi, I believe that's what it was. And Ushiwaka is a nickname combining those 2 names. I don't know how it took me that long to pick it up, but we got the opening again. I promise I'm not gonna do the thing this time, I swear. But man, this is a good opening. I love that. I've always loved that like visual representation of Shiratorizawa being that huge mountain that they have to climb and overcome to go on to nationals. There's a lot of good like symbolism in this series, you know. There's a shot later on where it's like slow motion of Hinata jumping and then it transitions to like a bird flying, and like another good one is between Nekoma and Karasuno, the dumpster fight with the cats and the crows. I mean, it is pretty basic symbolism. Like, symbolism can be a lot more subtle, since they literally outright say it in the series, but it's simple, it's effective, and I really like it. Yeah. I hope the openings in Season 4 are also really good. I haven't watched any of those yet, but I wonder what bands they got, because I know they got Spy Air for the first and third. I don't know who did the second one, but I didn't feel that one as much. Maybe I needed to let it grow on me some more, but the second OP didn't do much. Okay, now we can stop talking about this now that the OP's over. The Threat of Left. Oh yeah, Ushijima. Yeah. Someone who's specifically playing defense as the libero to receive things couldn't even stop Ushijima's thing. Nah. Just barely in. Yeah, they know what to do. They know what they're doing. Yeah. I was gonna say, what, even if you thought it was going out, still should have gone for it, but why give the other team a chance to receive your spike after receiving that potentially outserve, and then having Ushijima spike? Come on, Sugawara. Talk some sense into these fools. They were intimidating. Straight off the bat, they were intimidated because Ushijima's spike. Yeah. You know what you're doing, Sugawara. As long as you can cheer up your team, get them back in the game, you know? Alright. Alright. It's pretty even for now. Oh god. Another one. We still got time. Every point counts. If I've learned anything from the show, every point counts. And so you just gotta keep fighting. So is he asking for 3 more chances to receive Ushijima spikes? Yeah, exactly. Talk about being fated to be in what? Oh, really? Opposite. Oh. Always learning more about the game of volleyball. Mm-hmm. All around, like, jack of all trades are a good thing to have on a team, who are good at everything. Right. Real ace type who doesn't do much except for attack. Super ace. I mean, that's certainly some way. That's certainly a name you could call them. Did he go above Tsukushima's hands? That was fast. So I couldn't really tell, but if he did, yeah, right. He's got superpowers in his left hand. It's a special left arm that he got from transplanting it from some dead guy. Hey, at least they're getting better at chanting. Oh my god. I love you, Psycho, but that... uh, I suppose. Mm-hmm. So, for the most part, we've been going up against right-handed people, and because he's left-handed, it ends up being really different from what we're used to. Or I assume that's what they're saying. Right. It's the combination of that power that Ushiwaka has with that confusion of going up against someone who's using the complete different hand. Like, the reach from your right hand to the reach from your left hand, they're far apart. So I can kind of get a technical timeout. Oh. Then you're forced to take a timeout for a little break because you're going to be playing for longer. Man, who would have thought there would be a point where Yachi was teaching somebody else about volleyball? Yeah, come on. Make a tall wall for them to have to try and get over, instead of the other way around. Oh, nice. Oh, damn. No one was out there. Oh, they're getting pretty close to being halfway. They are holding Ushijima and Shiratorizawa. They're holding on to that momentum really tightly. Oh, double thumb point. What a guy. Yeah. We'll find a way. Oh, right. By hitting one touches. Don't shut them out. We've learned this before. Don't need to shut them out. You just need to lessen the momentum so that we can return it easier. Naruhodo. Oh. Oh. It's still too powerful for Nishinoya to receive it. Ushijima. Don't worry. Because of the spin. Right. I see. And the way it spins can alter where it will go once another person hits it. I see. And I guess that's always kind of been like a small part of what we've been learning about the game through this show, the game of volleyball through this show. Wait. Oh, okay. It was just a spike. Is that one that I can think of being? Yeah. But with Yamaguchi trying to learn the float serve, where you have to like not have that rotation. So I guess it's always kind of been in the back of the mind. Rotation is a big part of this game too. Damn. They're so far ahead. Shut the fuck up. I don't even remember his name, but I just want to punch him. Yeah, we gotta find out how to counter him quick. Man, what? Oh. He's always been more of like a rational person, you know, very methodical. He tries to look at things objectively. That's just how it is. He really is the moon to Hinata's sun. Oh. 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 Ah. Oh. Damn it, I got chills there for a second. I thought Tsukishima was really gonna shut, it was gonna shut Ushijima out. He's probably getting there though. It's just too much power. He needs to strengthen his defense so it doesn't blast past his arms next time. Really? Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. That's just gonna make me terrified. Man, is it really uncommon for, like, is that like a thing in real life? Like, they're more right-handed. Yamaguchi. Is that like a real statistic? Less left-handed people play volleyball than right-handed people? Or is that just left-handed people learn to play with their right hand when they're spiking or anything? Damn. So there was an injury, like I was mentioning in the first episode. Ah. It's like you were taught as a boy, Tsukishima. If you know you can't win, you run. Oh. For some reason. Oh no. For some reason in that shot, Coach Takeda, just looked like he was a kid. I don't know why. It's so weird. Ooh, this animation. Ooh. Damn. Still out, but I saw that Asahi and Daichi went after it at the same time. I think that's pretty similar to the Sakuga or whatever animation that they did. Oh, they're almost 10 points ahead. Jesus. But it was similar to that animation that happened during that one serve in Season 2 with Oikawa. You really are the underdogs here, guys. Ooh. Ooh, he really wants this. Oh, and the way he's repeating it is creepy, but you can feel the fire in his stomach, so to speak. He wants this. Oh no. Ooh, Daichi knew, so he stopped himself. Yo, it received it. I was late on reacting to that, but oh, halfway. Oh my god, it does not feel like it's been halfway. That's probably my favorite, ad break card. Oh, this might be my new favorite. Just because randomly Nishinoya stole that from Asahi, but he's still giving him little claps and cheering him on. It's sweet. But I like that one with the Saiko Ne-san. Oh, no, it's set or dump. Oh, never mind, just setting it. Come on, take the momentum, boys. That definitely... Okay, I was about to say, was that 3 points? that Nishinoya took to be able to, get used to Ushijima's spikes to actually receive them. Oh, oh, that face. That was about 14 minutes, 40 seconds. I probably should have gotten something to write that down, but that face was like crazy weird looking. I'm sure I'll scrub through and find it. Oh, finally, Hinata's coming. Man, it's surprising in a series like this that we could have like the main character, I guess you could say, that even though the whole team is the main character really, just like not be in the game for so long and it not being boring or disappointing to not have him, Like that just shows you how good Haikyuu is. The team can survive no matter what as an entertaining group of people that we all love. Oh. Leon. Nice call. Yeah. They are human too, though I highly doubt this is when we make our comeback. That'll only happen, like, at least 3-4 episodes later on. Show us getting into that absolute despair point before shooting way the hell up and getting tons of hype, And there's no way this is the comeback because of the animation is like, just like average, at least for average for this series. And they're playing this lighthearted music instead of like intense music with insane animation. Ushijima treats everyone equally. He's a good guy. He doesn't look down on anyone. Oh, yeah, they are about to take the first set, Shiratorizawa. But nice back attack. Ishinoya. Nice. This is going to be potentially the last point of this set. Oh, he did that on purpose. Nice. Oh, that's similar to that one shot at the end of season 2. You have to show you from the concrete. Is this going to be another one of those subversions? Like in season 1 with Oba Josai? Oh my god. I'd say Ushijima is definitely, and that's the first set. Ushijima is definitely worthy of a rival for Hinata. It's okay. You got the right idea, Tsukishima. Deep breaths, man. More like testing to see if Hinata was lying or bluffing back then when he said that that Hinata from the concrete would destroy him. He's that kind of kid. Yeah. I think... Sorry, I'm trying to remember his name. Oh, you'll see soon enough it's not based... What was that noise he made? Oh. His hairstyle reminds me of Bokuto's. Oh, they got cameras on Karasuno. Nice. On their meeting. Ooh. Getting the recognition we deserve. Put all their effort into making sure their cannon can get as many shots as possible off. I'd love to see I'd love to see Ushijima start to get upset about it or something, because just seeing his calm demeanor reminds me of Aizen in Bleach. Just seeing the possibility of seeing his calm, you know, demeanor eventually devolve into like anger and frustration would be something really interesting to actually see. Ooh, you know what? They brought up the Sink attack. This is something that they learned in the training arc. Will we get to see more of Nishinoya's like jumping from the back line or whatever to set? That and Yamaguchi. I wonder if Yamaguchi's gonna come in clutch at some point as the pinch server and hit him with the float serve. Damn. Yeah, they can make it even without Ushijima. Nice. Right. We're working on it. We're starting to come up with some kind of counter. Nishinoya and Tsukishima seem to be making their own like individual moves to try and take down Ushijima. Damn. Man, is we're just gonna is this whole match just gonna start with them losing 2 sets and then eventually bringing it back, or are we gonna start bringing it back this set? Honestly, I have no idea exactly. Oh, Jesus! Thank God that wasn't like his full power spike to the head. Just as I planned. That's why we love you, Tanaka. You goofball. Oh. Something like that. Didn't even flinch when he said that he was going to crush him. I don't know if he'll ever learn it, but I just noticed Tsukishima still does, he doesn't do jump serves. So I wonder if that's something he'll ever develop as the series goes on. Ooh. Watch, Ushijima's gonna counter it. Ooh, that animation, it was number 5. His name's Satori, question mark? Oh, shut out. Oh, that smug look on his face. A tall wall before the tallest wall. Oh, that was the end of the episode? Come on, dude. God, that was another amazing episode. Even better than the first episode now that we got some more action. Learned some new things. God. I didn't actually read the lyrics for this ED, so I'll probably read it. I didn't even read the song at the beginning. I'll read it all later. But man, this was a good episode. It had most of what I was hoping for to happen during the season, that being some great action, learning some more about volleyball in general, you know, and not necessarily... Oh, Nico Touches the Wall did this one. They also did... Which was it? It was something from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. One of the OPs, I think. Hologram, I think is the name of the song, which is like, what? The second one? Which I think I can definitely hear the similarities between the vocals in this song and that song. If it's the one I'm thinking of. But I think the only thing we didn't get was more look at, like, personal look at the characters, I guess. What am I even saying? That's another great episode. We got some more action. We got some great animation now that we've actually gotten into the game so far. Specifically, here, hold up. Yeah, this shot. Oh, Let me see if I can go frame by... Oh, I can't go frame by frame. Damn it. Because I want to go frame by frame. Because what it looked like it is they kind of did an abrupt cut. It's hard to pick it up. That, like, one frame in there. And it's like, overall, I think that shot was only maybe like 3 or 4 frames. But there was one frame where the white background was changed to black. And I think that really helped, like, sell how, like, hard and how fast he was hitting that ball. God damn. That was really good. I don't think I'll find it again. It was like 14... Yeah, 14 something. Just this guy's face. I think his name is Satori. I think I might have that entirely wrong. That face. It's so goofy looking. I'm interested more in this guy, especially with what he was doing at the end of the episode. Let's see. You know what I'm curious about now that I've thought about it? Are there, like... I've been rereading the Bleach manga recently, and in the end, they'll sometimes have character profiles that'll mention a character's theme song, which is like a song that the author picked that like kind of represents that character. I wonder, because I don't remember seeing any of those in the 2 volumes of Haikyuu manga that I've read so far, anything like that. I saw that apparently Yamaguchi's favorite food is sake french fries. I made a small edit of that page that I didn't have anywhere to put, but I can put it on screen now. I'm really impressed with Tsukishima's ability to, like, on his own, even without even talking to other people, start to read Ushijima's movements and, you know, his play style, and has already started to, like, adapt to it to try and shut him out. Like, I'm sure that's got to be like something that happens at some point later in the season where Tsukishima fully figures that out and just, like, completely shuts down Ushijima. That's probably gonna be super hype, and I hope Yamaguchi gets more time during this season as well, because he didn't do much in season 1. He was a part of Tsukishima's development during the training arc, and he got a bit during the second half of season 2, and he even got to, you know, do some serves as a pinch server, which is really cool. So I do hope we see more of him. But in this episode, part of it was continuing to figure out how we're going to combat Ushijima and Shiratorizawa during this whole thing. Man, is this good. And I so far enjoy the dynamic between Shiratorizawa and like all their teammates. Like, I think I mentioned it before, but it was kind of built up over the course of the past 2 seasons that there's this big bad team of volleyball players that are intimidating and scary. Same thing with Ushijima. But so far, they're just like us. They're a group of friends that are close with each other and that they love playing volleyball. You know, they tease each other every once in a while. And it's just... So far, it's been great. But I hope I don't end up loving Shiratorizawa as much as I love Karasuno or even Aoba Josai, to the point where I'm just gonna I'm gonna have so many mixed emotions. Like, once Karasuno, because I'm pretty sure Karasuno's gonna win. When Karasuno wins, just gonna see like the heartbroken Shiratorizawa right next to like the really ecstatic Karasuno, because that did hurt. Like, seeing Aoba Josai second half of season 2. I keep bringing up season 2, but seeing them like heartbroken and crying over their loss, and I think part of that might be from liking their team so much, as well as seeing our own boys crying at the end of season 1. That like helped put it into perspective how much it hurts to lose in the prelims, or just in general, really, during an important match during a tournament. That's pretty much all I had to say about this episode. If you liked the video, make sure to press the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get notified when I do more reactions to Haikyuu or anything else. But with that being said, Cameron, I'll see you later.